Right. So again, we're doing conversion of units, right? Where 1 meter is a general base unit for distance, right? 1 meter is 10 decimeters. Is also 100 centimeters, or is equal to 1,000 millimeters. 10 meters is equal to 1 decameter. 100 meters is 1 hectometer, and 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. Right now, this is for distances, right? We have to also be able to convert for weight or mass, right? And the unit for mass is grams, right? For common G, right? Unit is. So just like in distances is the exact same conversions for grams, right? So 1 gram, 1 common G, right, is equal to 10 decigrams. 1 gram is equal to 100 centigrams. 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. And then these values here are smaller than 1 gram, right? What about the values that are larger? So we have 10 gram being 1 decagrams, gram, 1s, 100 grams being 1 hectogram, and 1,000 grams being 1 kilogram. Now, in terms of weights, we have 1,000 kilograms being 1 ton. You have to remember that as well. So, in terms of weights, the ones that you have to usually remember is the milligrams, the kilograms, and the ton. And in distances, the ones that you usually come about will be centimeter, millimeter, and kilometer, right? There are some other conversions that we have to remember as well, like in terms of um, volumes, like liters, right? So 1 liter, this could apply these deci, centi, milli, deca, hectare, and kilo could apply to liters as well. And it's the same conversion that we're going through all the time. So if liters is the standard unit, right, 1 liter would be 10 deciliters, right? 1 liter would be 100 centiliters. 1 liter would be 1,000 milliliters. So the values of the conversion all go in tens. So 10, 100, 1,000. Right? So usually in liters, you only have to remember milliliters or mLs, right? The L is being um, the shorthand version, right? So this will be DL, this will be CL, but milliliters is the one you want to remember. Hardly ever you'll get kiloliters and deca or whatsoever. So It don't make sense that I go into them. Now, one very important conversion for volume is that 1000 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 liter. Right? This is a very important conversion to remember. Right? So let me give Ollie some time. Ollie, you can see that or that too small? So let me give Ollie some time to write it down. Right? Right. So using the conversion we have, right? Let's do some questions. Question 1. Right, 34.56 centimeters, and you want it to meters, right? Now remember, right, 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So 1 centimeter will be 1 over 100. So 34.56 centimeters will be 34.56 multiplied by 1 over 100. Now basically what you're doing here is dividing by 100, right? And you have two decimal places, so you're moving the decimal place 2 spaces to the left. So your answer should be 0.3456 meters. Number 2, if you have 8.107 millimeters and you want to go to decimeters, right? Now, if you look at it this way, right, 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeters, but is also equal to how much decimeters? 10 decimeters, right? So if we divide by 10, or we could say 1000 millimeters is equal to 10 decimeters, right? So 1 millimeter we will be dividing by 1000 will be 10 over 1000. And we could simplify this, cosine a 0 here. And if we have 8.107, so 8.107 millimeters will be 8.107 multiplied by the 1 over 100 that we have here. And again, if we divide them by 100, we'll move the decimal place 2 spaces. So your answer should be, this might be too small to write it in, 0.8107 decimeters. So this is also another way of doing it. So if you have to convert from one unit to the next, you equate how much it is for the base unit, right? So 1000 millimeters is 1 meter, but 1 meter is also 10 decimeters. So that means 1000 meters will be 10 decimeters. And again, you want to always find what we converting from. So you want to find the value of 1 by dividing by whatever it is. So like this was 1000, divide by 1000. If it was doing it the opposite way and going from decimeter to millimeter, we would divide by 10 and then multiply. Right? I hope I'm not confusing you all. Right. So now number 5 is liters, 4.5 liters, right, into centimeter cubed. But remember, 1 liter was 1000 centimeters cubed. So 4.5 liters is 4.5 by 1000. And you multiplying by 1000, so it's 3 decimal places or 3 zeros, so you move it 3 decimal places to the right. So you'll get 4500, and then the decimal place, so centimeters cubed. So 4500 centimeters cubed. Number 6, 670.2 centimeter cube, and you want it into liters. Right? Now, again, we know 1000 centimeter cube is 1 liter. So 1 centimeter cube will be 1 over 1000. And then they ask us for 600.2 centimeter cube. So we multiply that here. 670.2 multiplied by 1 over 1000. Anytime it's 1 over 1000, we divide in, and again 3 decimal places, so we move the point 3 decimal places to the left for when you divide it. I say decimal place will come here. So the answer would be 0.6702 liters. Number 7, you have 80.312 grams to milligrams. And we know 1 gram is 1000 milligrams. So 80.312 grams will be multiplying by 1000. So 80.312 multiplied by 1000. And you're moving it 3 decimal places because we have 3 zeros, right? To the right. So the answer will be 80,312 milligrams. Number 8, 10.87. This is decagrams. DAM, right? So it's not deci, deci is deca. And you want it into kilometers, right? Now, you have to remember the conversion, right? So deca is 10 units. So 1 decameter is 10 meters, right? So we had to convert it into meters first. So 10.87 decameter will be 10.87 multiplied by 10. Because it's 1 decimal place, or 10 we multiply by 1 0, remove it 1 decimal place, I get 108.7 meters. And then we had to go from meters to kilometers, and we know 1000 meters equal to 1 kilometer. So 1 meter is 1 over 1000 kilometers. And now we have 108.7 meters. So we'll take this and multiply it. That doesn't look like an 8. By the 1 over 1000. And this comes like a division, and we have 3 decimal places to move it, so we divide in by moving to the left. So you get 0.1087 kilometers. So this was equal to this amount, so 10.87 decameters is equal to that. So number 9, 9.3 liters to centimeter cube. Again, 1 liter is 1,000 centimeter cube. So 9.3 liters is 9.3 multiplied by 1,000, right? And because we multiply by 1,000, we have three zeros. We multiply and have three movement, three jumps to the right, right? So you put in 2 zeros here. You get 9300 centimeters cubed. And number 10, we have 45.981 millimeters, and we want to go to meters. We know 1,000 millimeters is 1 meter. So 1 millimeter is 1 over 1,000 meters. And the 45.981 millimeters will be 45 times this amount, 981 by 1 over 1,000. And again, this comes like a division, so you move into the left 3 spaces because you have 3 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3. You put an imaginary 0, and there your decimal point will be. So 0.4, sorry, I'm missing a 0. So after the point, have a 0, 405,981. And if they want it in standard form or something, or scientific notation, you'll have to move the decimal place and multiply by 10 to the power, right? Yeah, that's meters.